Intro to ASL, Lesson 21. I don't feel so well. Sick or ill. So for the first sign, you're going to make two 25 hand shapes. Your dominant hand middle finger is going to go onto your forehead, and your non-dominant hand middle finger is going to go onto your chest, and you're going to sign sick. Sick. The second version of this sign, you're going to make two V hand shapes and turn them palms in, just like this. And then you're going to move both your hands back and change them into a bent V hand shape. So sick or sick. Feel. You're going to make a 25 hand shape and put your middle finger over your heart and just move it up twice. Feel. Feel. I, point to yourself, feel. I feel awful. So if you're feeling sick, you can sign awful, which is 2 8 hand shapes, 6 7 8, turned like this, and then you just flick your fingers outwards. Awful, awful, awful. I feel awful. Lousy. For lousy, you're going to make a 3 hand shape that's slightly bent, so not fully, just a little. You're going to put your thumb on your nose, and then you're going to make a 7 shape moving towards your dominant side and then down. So you see the kind of a 7 from your perspective shape. You're going to go over and then down. Lousy. Lousy. Weak. For weak, your non-dominant hand is going to be the ground. So flat, open V hand shape, palm up. You're going to make a 5 hand shape and put your fingertips into your palm. And then you're just going to collapse at your knuckles like you're weak. Kind of a weak knees feeling action. So it's very floppy, weak. I feel weak. Symptoms and sicknesses. Cold, as in to be sick, not the temperature. You're going to make a kind of an A hand shape. So start with an A hand shape. Then your index finger is going to lift up in this kind of crooked shape. And you're going to imagine that you are holding a tissue kind of in between your fingers and kind of pinch like that. Cold. Cold. I have a cold. Cold as in the temperature. You're going to make 2 S or A hand shapes. Hold them close to your body and give a shiver. Cold. So cold, sick, cold, temperature. Hot. For hot, you're going to make a claw 5 hand shape. Put it up in front of your face like this. Good. My middle finger is kind of like hovering just over the middle of my lip. It's not touching, it's just hovering there. You're going to take this shape and you're going to flick it out and downwards. Hot. I feel hot. Hot. Cough. two different signs for this. The first one is you can make a C handshake and turn it towards your chest like this, and then tap your chest, cough, cough. The second sign you can use is with an A handshake and hitting your chest, cough. Cough. So we have cough with a C handshake or cough with an A handshake. Dizzy. For dizzy, you're going to make a claw 5 handshake. Turn it palm in front of your face and just move it in little circles, like everything around you is just spinning, blurring a little. It's hard to see things like that. Dizzy. Or you can think of it spinning like a hypnotist spinning thing. You know, that kind of like, ooh, you're getting dizzy. Like that. Dizzy. Fever. For fever, you're going to make a B handshake, and then you're going to tap the back of your fingers to your forehead like you're taking your temperature. Fever. Fever. Headache. So if you remember from our medical basics lesson, headache or pain, hurt or pain is with your 2 index fingers kind of poking together. So hurt. And then since it's a headache, you're just going to put that up by your head and sign hurt or pain. Just like that. Can't line my fingers up there. Headache. Or if it's an especially bad headache, you can do the twisting. Oh, really awful headache. So, headache. Runny nose. For runny nose, you're going to make a 4 handshake, set it next to your nose, and move it down like your nose is dripping. Runny nose. Sore throat. You're going to make a G handshake and run it down your throat twice. Sore throat. That kind of it's kind of where the pain tends to be, you know, scratchy, sore throat. Or kind of like for a headache, you could sign hurt down by your throat, sore throat. So sore throat with a G handshake, or sore throat as in hurt throat. Upset stomach. So for upset stomach, you are going to make a claw 5 handshake, put it down by your stomach, and move it in circles. Stand up and show you. Upset stomach. Upset stomach. Temperature or thermometer. So you are going to make a 1 handshake, pointing up just like that, sideways. And then with a 1 handshake turn, you are just going to move it up and down just a little right within the top knuckle of your finger. And that's like the red liquid in the thermometer moving up and down. So temperature or thermometer. Temperature, thermometer. You can also sign it using a pinched G handshake instead of a 1 handshake. Just show that moving up and down. Temperature, thermometer, or temperature, thermometer. Throw up. For throw up, you're going to make 2 5 handshakes. You're going to put them, your dominant hand a little bit higher and non-dominant hand a little bit lower, just like this in front of you. And then you're going to move outward in a little bit of an arcing motion from your mouth. Blah. Throw up. If you become dizzy, will you throw up? Infection. You're going to make an I hand shape and just give it a little shake back and forth. Infection. Infection. Ear infection. You're just going to point at your ear and then sign affection. So point, ear, infection. Faint. So for faint, you are actually going to sign kind of a KO, which means knockout. So you're going to make a K handshake, but instead of it being turned this way, you're going to turn it on its side. So your fingers are right way up and your pinky is at the bottom. So K like this, and then you're going to drop your hand and change it into an O handshake, KO. Faint. Faint. Sneeze. You're going to put a one finger underneath your nose and move your head forwards just a little, carefully, not hurting your nose or anything, like you are sneezing. Sneeze. Getting better. Kleenex or tissue. It's kind of the same as the sign for cold. You're going to make that modified A hand shape. You're going to lift your index finger up like that and drag it down your nose twice. Kleenex, tissue. Kleenex or tissue. Blow nose. So you're going to put that A hand shape up near your nose and go. And just kind of mime blowing your nose. Do not actually blow your nose. If you blow your nose into your hand while signing, that's gross. Blow nose. Medicine. So also from Medical Basics, medical or medicine, you're going to make a flat hand shape with your non-dominant hand and a 25 hand shape with your dominant hand. Put your middle finger right in the middle of your palm and wiggle it back and forth. Medicine or medical. Shot or vaccine. So for this, the sign is a little bit weird. It's also in the Medical Basics lesson. So you are going to pretend to hold the shot, and that kind of results in this very weird hand shape. So start with a 3 hand shape. You're going to bend these 2 fingers down like that. Okay. This is going to go on your arm. So these parts of your knuckle right here, those right there, are going to sit on your arm, just like this. And then your thumb is going to push the plunger of the shot down. So shot or vaccine. So to show you that, stick it in my hand. So these parts of your knuckles are going to go right up against your arm, and you're going to push down with your thumb in between them. Shot. Vaccine. It kind of, instead of going in the middle, it kind of hits right here on your finger. That's what's more comfortable and not going to hurt you. So it kind of ends up looking like this. But, so, shot or vaccine. Rest. All right, so for rest, you're going to make 2 open V handshakes, cross them across your chest, and just rest. 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 Absent, like because I'm sick, I will be absent from class. So for absent, your non-dominant hand is going to make that 25 hand shape, and you're going to turn it palm down. And with a 1 hand shape, you're just going to flick your finger right across that bottom, right across your nail. Absent. Absent. Appointment. So you're going to make an S handshake with your non-dominant hand and turn it palm down. And then with your dominant hand, you're going to start in a 5 handshake, gather up a bunch of things, and you're going to round and close it in an S handshake on top of the other S. So if this was the time you're going to do something at, and these are all the things you have to do, we're going to set up an appointment and get it done. Just to set a time for something. Appointment. 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 Bed. 2 open B hands, put them together, and set your head down like you're going to bed. Bed. Drink. Must. So drink is a C handshake, like you're holding a cup. Take a drink. Drink. Must is this bent 1 handshake or an X handshake, and it goes down just like that. Must. It's also should, could, would, need, same kind of a concept. So drink. Must. If you want to get better, drink. Must. Gotta drink some water when you're sick. Not spread. Okay, first we're just going to focus on, where's my hand? Just gonna focus not on not, but just focus on spread. So for spread, you're gonna start with 2 pinched O handshakes, put them kind of at your nose and mouth, and then turn them into 5 hand shapes going out from there, like you just coughed or something, and I'm sure if somebody sneezes, it just goes everywhere, right? Spread. Spread. If it's not spread, you're going to make the knot by shaking your head. Not spread. Spread. Not spread. Good. I know shaking your head while signing is a little tricky. You'll get the hang of it. For germs, you're going to finger spell. How about you go ahead and try finger spelling it yourself first and see if you can remember it. All right. And now I'm going to spell it. You can pause the video if you need to. So G, E, R, M, S, germs. Or you could sign, make an S handshake with your non-dominant hand. With your dominant hand, make a 25 handshake, and you're just going to imagine a little circle on the back of your hand. You're going to make a bunch of dots around that circle. Germs. Germs. But it would be better just to spell it. Germs. Coronavirus or COVID-19. So you're going to make an S handshake and turn it sideways with your pinky out using your non-dominant hand. And with your dominant hand, you're going to make a 5 handshake, and it's going to start here and then spin around, kind of like how the bacteria looks. Coronavirus for COVID-19. You can also spell COVID-19, COVID, and 19, which is a 9, which you give it a little shake to. So, coronavirus or COVID-19. Mask. You're going to make 2 heavy metal hands. You're going to turn them so your pinkies are on the bottom and your index fingers up at the top. And you're just going to kind of trace the shape of a mask across your face. So, mask. Mask. All right, that's it. Good work. Keep practicing and stay healthy.